What is going on, guys? The Balor Fan 85. I'm here with the lovely Mrs. Balor Fan 85, and we're brought to you today by the letter... What? The reason I say what is because we have a new belt. And if that didn't make sense, that's fine. Because that's the way we do it. That's the way I roll.
It really didn't make sense.
It really didn't. How are you doing today?
Trying to get through this video.
Trying to get through this video. That makes two of us. I don't normally do take twos, but I think I just did a take 5. So we're going to try this again.
If you're counting.
Yeah. Thank you. We're going to try this again. And the reason I've had to do a take 5 is because I want to get this just right. Because this is the belt that I didn't think we were going to have anytime soon. And as fate would have it, we ended up with it. So at the last minute, we had to get all decked out. We had to all get super. We had to mentally prepare for this belt. And as a matter of fact, do you have anything you want to say about this belt before we get started?
Just get to it.
Okay. I am in the right frame of mind. I've taken the time. I've studied the skill. And I'm prepared to rap. Are you ready for this? Let's try it. Do you want to hit a beat? No? Okay. Let's try this.
I've never heard you, so I'm kind of...
Yeah, let's see how this goes. So WWE Shop has a classic title, and it's back in stock. But before I tell you what it is, let's rewind the clock. It was a ruthless aggression era. John Cena was his name. My man was tearing through the roster as he was gaining his fame. With a special skill set and rhymes that drew cuts, my man would talk about your weight, or he would talk about these nuts. His first singles title, when he was declared the winner, that belt wasn't good enough, so he debuted the U.S. Spinner. End scene. What did you think of that? Speechless. Speechless. See, that's the way we roll around here. That's not taking anything away from this belt. I had to get into the mood a little bit. This is the John Cena WWE U.S. Spinner. Now, do you have anything you want to say about this belt before we get into it and everything?
You go ahead.
Okay. So, when John Cena debuted this belt, I gotta admit, I was a huge fan of it. I was a very huge fan of this belt. For some reason, it was something new. It was designed solely for him. I mean, it had his name, it had everything on it. Look at the red, white, and blue right here. I mean, just a beautiful, beautiful belt. Let me make sure I get this right.
I love the stitching.
Yeah, even the stitching. Before we get into any of that, though, I was a huge fan of this belt, and I kind of always wanted one. I had a buddy who got one of the older models, before WWE Shop came out with this classic look. The quality's there, the strap's there. I love everything about this belt. So we were finally able to get one, and I cannot wait to review it. Anything else you want to say before we get into it?
Let's just go.
Let's go. Okay, so we're going to do the usual. Hear that unsnap? That is music to my ears. I love it more than I love my rap. And I love my rap pretty well. I mean, come on. That was pretty good. So we're going to take this. We're going to turn it around. We're going to take a good look at it. Now, you haven't really got a chance to check this belt out much, have you? Excuse all the noise. Alright. So just looking at it from this. First off, before we get started with that, it comes in a great belt bag. WWE Shop always has these belts secured in the right way. They've got padding in here. This bag alone is just very sturdy, very durable. Kind of a felt material. You get the logo right here on the front, and it's got 2 zippers, one on both sides, so you can always make sure it's zipped up. Love the belt bags. WWE Shop does a great job on their belt bags. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First off, the overall beauty of this belt. I mean, you've got all the stones, you've got thick plates, you've got the spinner, you've got the stitching. Everything about this belt works. So we're going to go ahead and start over here at the male snaps, and we're going to see what we can do on this. So you have your basic snap box with a little floral arrangement at the very beginning or the end, depending on, it's the one closest to the plates. You have a 2x1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2x8 snap box. You have your basic tooling inside the snap box. which, you know, sometimes less is more. I love the nugget texturing in here. It actually looks a little bit better than the older texture. So WWE Shop has actually stepped up on the snap box. I really enjoy it. What do you think on it?
That's good.
It looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to move over here to the first plate. You have the star. You have nothing. There's so many stones in here. You have a blue border around the stone. And what isn't stones is a very silver nuggety texture, which I absolutely love. It makes it look like it's very blinged out, if you will. Stones all the way around. I love the blue stones. Everything about this belt is red, white, or blue, which I absolutely love. It's going to be a circular side plate, which you don't see very often. And I think it works with this belt. Every side plate that you have and the main plate is all circular. What do you think about this? I love the blue star.
It works. I like it.
It really works, especially with the next side plate. The next side plate is a little bit bigger. You have your red, white, and blue flag, all stoned out. Just an amazing piece. Again,
Great
you have
detail too.
very great detail. You have your stones all the way around the border, and then that nugget texture in the middle. Just a beautiful side plate. And the best thing I love about this part of the belt, from here to the next set of side plates, you have the stars stamped into the strap. And then you have a beautiful red, white, and blue stitching, which I absolutely love. It makes you feel patriotic. It's just so beautiful. I've always liked this part of the belt.
It's a great finish to the belt.
It is a very great finish to the belt, a very great accentuator. So you're already getting there. Let's go ahead and go. What do you think about this main plate?
Oh, it looks great because the colors is just the right, pigment.
Mm-hmm.
It's the right bling to it. I love to spin it.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, you have very thick plates first and foremost. But the main plate, you have a very thick bottom plate, which is just covered with stones. You have the WWE scratch logo up top. You have Champion in one of the better blues I've seen. It's a nice dark blue, very pretty. And then you have this spinner right here. The spinner, you've got US in stones. Above that, you've got Word Life. And below that, you've got John Cena. And then you have that beautiful red, white, and blue. One thing I love about the US titles since WCW is the fact you've always got some sort of red, white, and blue in it. And it has just always been the highlight of anything that I love looking at with WCW US titles, WWE US titles. They always have that red, white, and blue. It always brings you that color, and it always just looks unbelievable. So do you have anything else you want to say about this main plate?
Except give it a spin one more time.
Give it one more spin, or you can DJ it. Ricky, 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 Ricky.
Okay, let's go.
Well, we're on the move. We're on the move. So we're going to come back over here. And again, you have the same side plates on both sides. So coming over here to the first one on this side, it's going to be the red, white, and blue flag. You're going to have your nugget texturing around it, and you're going to have your stones bordering it. Which I absolutely, again, I've got nothing but good things to say about these side plates. Especially going over here to the star. The star side plate may be my favorite side plate. Now, it's going to be that really dark, it's almost a royal blue that I absolutely love going around. It gives you that contrast. So you have the silver, and then you have the contrasted blue in the shape of a star. Again, you've got your stars bordering all the way around it, and then you've got a big stone in the middle of the star. Excuse me. Going back to it though, again, from this side to this side, you've got that star stamp, and you've got that red, white, and blue stitching, which, again, it just pops this belt.
It completes the belt.
It reminds me a lot of the Stone Cold belt that we have, in that you have that texture inside the strap that gives it that little extra, just that little extra. It's amazing in my opinion. So we're going to move over here to the property plate. This belt actually has a property plate. To me, it reminds me of a bottle cap in the best way. I don't mean anything bad by it. You've got just this circular, thick plate with World Wrestling Entertainment, and you have the WWE scratch logo. Just a perfect piece. One thing I love about the old school belts is they have that property plate. So to me, that was just always that again, another accentuator. It was just a beautiful little piece to it, from the Winged Eagle all the way up through some of the more recent belts, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to come over here to a 2x5 female snap box. It's going to be the same snap box as the one on this side. You're going to have a little floral arrangement just like you would on some of the other belts. And you've got a very basic nugget texturing on the inside. Silver snaps, which is great. You know, most of your belts are gold snaps. Because this is a more silver belt, you're going to have your silver snaps. What do you think about the snaps? What do you think about the fact that this belt is mainly silver? Like there's no gold.
Well, I love silver.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just not a fan of gold, but I do like gold. But silver, you can't just go wrong.
Yeah, so this works with you being a silver belt.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go to the back of the belt. The back of the belt, you have a basic backing. I mean, from one side to the other, it's basically what you would get. You have your screws uncovered. You have that patch right on the center side plate, or the main plate. And from one side to the other, really nice. I mean, you've got your WWE hologram sticker and your choking hazard sticker. But you know, this is the tried and true WWE form. You have a good backing. Everything stays in place. Everything is as it should be. So we're going to come right here. We're going to show you, because this is a big flat plate, you're not going to have much play in the strap. It's going to be good and stiff, but I'll be honest with you. One thing I did not expect from this belt, a big guy like me, I can wear it. Mm-hmm. I can actually wear it, and I can wear it very nicely. I do look good in it. I think I do, at least. But you can wear it. So you bigger guys, you can actually wear this belt, and it feels great to actually have a belt on. You feel like that champion. So I'm going to do one more little spin right here. Look into its eyes. You will go to WWE Shop, and you will buy this belt.
And you will love it.
But you know what? If you're not a fan of this belt and you love U.S. titles, they've got several other titles. They've got four generations of U.S. title over there. So this is just one of them. So we're going to do this. You have your Cena spinner right here. If that's not what you like, you have the classic WWE U.S. title. You have the one, not the most recent, but you have the one before that. If you want the most recent one, guess what? They've got that too. They've got the most recent WWE U.S. title. This one is amazing, by the way. All of them are amazing. But you know what? If you want that classic look, if you want to go back to WCW, baby, guess what? They have that too. So, Miss Balor fan, if you'll hold this, they have that too. They have 4 generations of U.S. title. And I love every one of them. I'll be honest. If you want that patriotic feel, if you want to bleed red, white, and blue, if you want to show love for this country, get one of the belts. I mean, these are regularly a good price. Most times you can catch them on sale. So this is the Cena belt. This is the classic WWE US title. This is the current US title, and this is the WCW US title. So not only do you have all these different versions of the US title, they've got tons of other titles. I mean, look behind us. We've got a ton of titles from WWE Shop, and I would recommend every one of them, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
So with that being said, do you have anything else you want to say?
I'm good.
I'm good too. Remember, WWE Shop, go pick up a belt. With that being said, like, comment, and subscribe. And we will catch you guys down the road.
Thank you, guys.